Welcome to New Jersey and welcome to Hometalk Live. I am Lori and I blog at designenthusiasm.com. Today I'm going to show you how to set a pretty table for a New Year's Day brunch. We're going to have an elegant, fun mix of metals, lots of white, and we're going to get right into it right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is go into tablecloth. So I have a pretty white table, but since it's going to be an elegant brunch, you definitely want to cover it with a casual but pretty tablecloth. So it's got a washed feeling to it, nice little drape, little ruffled edge, creamy color, so it's fun for winter, but still has a little bit of warmth to it. Okay, it's nicely on my table. It has that fun little wrinkle action going on. And now the next thing we're going to get into is I start with my chargers. So I'm starting with these beautiful French chargers. They have they're basically a pewter with little decorative edging to them. So it looks like a very, very bland but clean tablescape. But when we're done, you're going to see it's going to have a lot of exciting, festive, metallic look to it. Now we're going to move on to our dinner plates. Okay, so I have these great, they're just a plain cream plate, but it has a wonderful texture on it. Okay, so again, this is to ensure that the table has a very kind of wintry feel to it. Very clean after all the riotous color of the holiday season. I like to go very, very white for January. But it is still holiday, so it's going to have a lot of glimmer and shimmer to it. And then I like to pile on a little more on my stack. So I like to put salad plates as well. Again, this is just duplicating the same texture. These plates are from Pier 1. You can find the link on my blog. There is a post for this tablescape that they will leave in the show notes. Now I'm going to get into, so I started with silver, but what I really like to do is mix metals. So I'm going to add some gold, and this is going to start to really add some more interest to the table, and you'll see it start to get a little bit more festive, a little bit more holiday inspired. These are Italian glasses from Art Italica, but I found them on eBay. And I like to use champagne flutes, of course, because it's New Year's Day. But I also leave a water goblet for those who are maybe drinking a little less. So we've got the double glasses now, and you can start to see the table waking up a little bit. And now I'm going to add some flatware. Now I've used the same flatware pretty much on all of my tables. It's a family heirloom. It's called First Love. Do not remember the maker of the flatware, but I do have a link to it on the blog. Okay, now here's a little bit, a word about the way I set a table. I am not traditional. I get asked about this all the time. I tend to set my flatware on the right side of my plate, and you'll see why in a few minutes. So we've got that set, and now we're going to move on to the napkins, and you're going to see why I like to leave space on the left side of my plate. There are a lot of people that think that this is odd, but I really like to set a table that I think is pretty, that I think my guests will enjoy, and I really don't worry too much about the way things are supposed to be. One of the things I really love to do with my napkins is layer them. So again, the entire theme of this table is mixing gold and silver with lots of white. So what I've done is I bought a silver sheer napkin, and I like to layer that over, I like to layer sheer napkins in general over other napkins. I bought a silver, gold, sort of Lorex napkin. These are from Pier 1. and I layer them together like that, and then I put my finger in the middle and clip it, grab it together, and catch it in a napkin ring. Okay? And you really get that great mix of metal feeling there. Okay, you have the bling of the crystal, you have the shimmer of the silver, and then you have the gold Lorex. And it really starts to give the table, it's going from a plain white, it's starting to wake up and go into this nice, very blingy New Year's kind of feeling. Okay, so we're just gonna pop around the table and do all of them like that. All right, now the last bit we're gonna do, we're gonna start to focus on the center of the table. We're gonna start with the centerpiece. I did this in advance so that I didn't have to do a floral arrangement. It's actually quite a simple one. I just bought white hydrangeas and I put them in a little glass vase and I stuck them in this big nice footed bowl. This bowl is also from the Enchanted Home, so you can give Tina a nice visit to her shop. And then I just added in some potpourri, basically to just hold the glass from falling. Okay, so we're just going to set this on the center of the table. I purposely went with white flowers so that it retained the feeling of a calm winter tablescape. This is not a Christmas tablescape, but we're after the holidays and it's feeling cleaner. And now we're going to go with much more dramatic, and we're going to bring some exciting mixed different styles of candlesticks. I've got this is a vintage silver candlestick found in Europe. And then these are smoky gray crystal bobèches that I found in France. These were from England, with a sparkly silver candle. Okay, and then we have mercury glass tall candlestick. Again, I love to use bobèches with crystal drops. These have just the plain white candles. And then I'm going to add the silver washed candle. These actually come in a set of 5 from, I believe they're from Hometalk. And they have a great look. I like to stagger them. I do a whole lot of mix and match, so everything generally goes together, but nothing has to really match perfectly. You'll also notice that my chairs don't match. I have dark caneback chairs, white caneback chairs, I've got tufted chairs. They all have a French feeling to them, but I like to mix it up. So make sure you guys subscribe to Hometalk so you don't miss any Hometalk lives. And that's our tablescape.